How is my face again? I'm Ngọc Minh, and I'm thinking about how to replace homework to talking daily challenge because I can do both because of my busy schedule. But I have to do that. Why? Because you guys are so cruel. So let's start by the first videos of this. About some tips of my life to make it greener. So let's share some of my stories, even I have not much. So we all know that 3 common words about the greener life, like reuse, reduce, recycle, right? And let's talk first about reduce, because it's the most simple things that we can do. All of us can do it. Reduce means that we should decrease the amount of some things that we don't need to, like electricity, electricity and gas and meat and water. Yeah, because we have much of them to use. Doesn't mean that some places out there, they are the poor that really need them, but they don't have money to pay for them. So we should, and the nature can afford always to us. So we should share our amount to them by decrease the amount of using every day. We really don't need it. Don't need them. Like, we should think more about the poor. Like the last amount of water that we washes our vegetable, we can use it for washing dishes, or changing the pots, lighting pots into some kind of use less electricity, more saving. And the reason why we should do that, because some days we will give, and we should do something good for our next life. Yeah, and some Africans, they don't have much of them, and we should share to make all the people in this world could be happy. What about the reuse? Reuse means that we use something many times, which is not like a super fashionista that we wear something one day and the next day we won't wear it again. That is too wasted. But also, instead of buying some Guangzhou clothes or fake clothes, something that's too cheap, we can save money, but the cheap clothes can make to the waste of clothes, because it's too easy to be worn out. And you know that clothes waste is the big problem nowadays, and sometimes we need to invest our money to buy something that's more good. I mean, yeah, it's better, and we can wait for a few months and a few years like that. Being a student, we use a lot of notebooks, and for many subjects, So some subjects that we haven't studied, I don't like when we end of it, we haven't used all of these notebooks. So the rest of them, the things that we haven't written it yet, we can put it out the old one and make a new notebook. I always do that. My dad started first. He did it for me, and when I was in primary, and the next few years I do that. I did that. I don't need my dad anymore, but he started the idea first, so I'm so admired about my parents. They have taught me many things about how to save the sauces. What about the recycle? The recycle means I don't know. Like we change the status of things like this. Something in my room has been like I have made from the old one, the things that people don't use it anymore, and I get it home and make it some word in my room. What about you? You can see this one. Yeah, it came from the used paper that people use it, and they use, and then I nhặt it về and grab it and put some glue on it. Then we create this shape. Aha, it look cute, right? That's all about my tips. Some tips of my life to make your life become greener. But remember that the most concrete things that you need to do right now is that these things that we can use many times, like mental things, instead of nylon, instead of plastic things. Try to use it as less as possible, because it's not too good. It's very bad. You know, right? Thank you for listening. Let's start by the second videos.